We welcome you to this matchup between two teams trying to get into the win column, as it is the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Both these teams are 0-2. You can argue this is really their season right here, because if you start 0-3, very unlikely that you will make the playoffs. But one team will get their first win of the season. Who will it be? Well, it's time to find out. All right, here's the kickoff. Pretty good field position for the Seahawks to start this game as they get the ball at their own 42-yard line. First down for Seattle. We start this game with a completion and a first down inside the 40 and a 23-yard gain. What a risky pass that was. Well, I thought we were going to get a replay, but we're not, unfortunately. First down. It is complete. He gets a nice block for a first down and a broken tackle and 2 plays. They take it the distance. Touchdown. 35 yards. What a start. What a start for the Seattle offense indeed. And you see, he's got a good amount of time in the pocket. He does feel that pressure, but is able to get rid of it in time. And that's a huge missed tackle from the Carolina defense into the end zone for the touchdown. And what a start for Seattle. What a start indeed. The extra point is good. 7-0. They score 2 plays into the game. And now let's see if Carolina can respond. First down. Pressure is coming. He gets rid of it, and it's picked off. And the Seattle defense now coming up huge. Wow, look at this blitz. I mean, Carolina quarterback had no time at all. There was nobody open. Forces to make a dangerous pass. Probably should have just thrown it out of bounds, but an interception. And wow, how about the Seattle? Seattle does not look like an 0-2 team right here. They look like a very desperate team, which they are. First down. It is complete. It's a first down. He's running down the sideline, picking up 13 yards. Seattle with a very short field right here after the takeaway, wide open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and that is going to set up first and goal. I guess it's going to be first and 10 at the 10. They can get a first down at the 1-inch line. Going deep. Got him. Touchdown. And the Seahawks strike again. Yeah, just completely outrunning all of the defenders. And that's just too easy. I mean, you can't have a receiver open and the quarterback have so much time in the pocket. I can understand if one happens, but both, very poor coverage from Carolina's defense. The extra point is good, 14-0. Disastrous start for the Carolina Panthers, and they also have poor field position here at the 19-yard line. First down for Carolina. He will throw it. It is complete. First down for the Panthers. Good move right there. There he goes. Brought down for a 23-yard gain. See if Carolina's offense can get something going. First down. Here is the pass. It is complete into tight traffic. And they're in Seahawks territory. That definitely was a tight window throw, but it's okay to make risky throws once in a while, but you got to be careful sometimes. Here's the first down for the Carolina Panthers. As we are at 40 seconds to go of this first quarter, first down. Here is the pass. He's got him. He's open. Middle of the field. Picking up a first down. There's a stiff arm. And it's first and goal at the 8-yard line. First and goal. Carolina finally moving down the field. He waits. And he has a wide open receiver for the touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board. Yeah, good job by the quarterback. He has lots of time. Waits for the play to develop. And you see the crossing route right there. Able to get it for the touchdown. Good response from Carolina. The extra point is good, so it's now 14-7. And now Seattle will get the ball. Obviously, they've yet to trail in this game. They were going to try to increase their lead once again. He's got time. He throws wide open. First down for the Seahawks. There he goes. Broken tackle. And finally brought down at the 35 as we end the first quarter. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty bad coverage. Pretty good protection, though, from the Seattle offensive line. Both offensive lines have been pretty good so far in this game. Quarterback has had lots of time. Both quarterbacks have had, for the most part. except for maybe on that interception. All right, we begin the second quarter. First down for Seattle. As once again, he has a ton of time. My goodness. And it is caught for a first down and a 17-yard gain. I mean, you can't have more time than that. Could have taken a nap. First down. Doesn't have as much time on this play. Forces the throw. Deflected. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks at the 18-yard line. Oh, he has a ton of time once again. And that, I don't know what happened there. Well, it's interesting. I mean, no receiver even made an attempt to go after that football. Guess it was too far out of reach. Third down. Pressure and a sack back at the 24. Good coverage on the field from the Carolina Panthers. And now they have to settle for a 38-yard field goal. It is up. It is good. So Seattle now up by 10 points. Carolina now at their own 34-yard line, trying to cut the lead. And it is sacked. 2nd and 16. He waits. He throws. It is complete. And will he be able to get the first down? No, he's going to be 1 yard short. So this will set up 3rd down and 1. Let's see if they can get the first down. It is a run up the middle, but blown up at the line of scrimmage. And they have to make a decision. They're going to go for it. This is a big play. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1 at their own 43. And he has a first down and more at midfield. Still going. It's a foot race inside the 40. And a big play for the Carolina Panthers. Wow. They decided to go for it in their own territory. 4th and 1. But not only did they get the first down, they got a 25-yard game. Holy smokes, what a play for Carolina. Pretty entertaining game. Desperation game. Both teams trying to get into the win column. There's a throw and a catch for a first down. Yeah, there was a defender right there that could have easily picked that ball off. So first down. Pressure and taken down. Back at the 26 now, so it's going to be 2nd and 16. He has lots of time, but time is running out. And taken down for the 2nd consecutive play. 3rd and 21. Long way to go. He's open, though. Can he get the first down? He's got a long way to go, and he's about 3 yards short. So, Carolina's going to try a field goal to make this a one-possession game. It's a 27-yard field goal. Kick is on its way, and it's good. So, it's a 7-point game. I think if you're Carolina, you're happy to take that, especially from the way this game started. Again, they're down 14-0 in the first quarter. Seattle is just going to run out the clock. Not going to do anything too crazy here. So we're at halftime. Seahawks lead 17-10 in a desperation game. All right, we start the second half. Carolina Panthers get the ball to start the second half at their own 36-yard line. First down, Carolina. Here is the pass over the middle, and it's intercepted. Wow. Carolina's first play from scrimmage offensively in the first half resulted in an interception. And the same happens to start the second half. Very costly interception right there. Lots of bodies there, and the Seattle defender able to come away with that football. So let's see what the Seahawks can do. There's a nice run. 6-yard gain to the 40-yard line. Carolina turned the ball over a lot this season, hence why they are 0-2. They're on a way if this continues to be 0-3. To the 30-yard line, first down, as the Seahawks just going to run the ball. Gets a nice block. Broken tackle as he's running down the sideline, pushed out of bounds. They are going to run it again, and once again it will be to the right side. And another broken tackle. Makes a man miss. And it's 1st and goal. How about the Seattle running back? Making multiple Panthers miss. 1st and goal. Here's the run. 1-yard gain. It will now be 2nd and goal. Here is the run. Once again to the right side of the field. Not much there. Seattle's got to be a little more creative than that. They can't keep calling the same play over and over again. I know it keeps working, but eventually Carolina will figure it out. Instead, they'll throw it to the right side, and it is an easy touchdown for the Seahawks. And the points off turnovers has been the difference in this game. And Seattle able to capitalize once again for the touchdown. All right, the PAT is good, so it's now 24-10. Carolina still does have time, but I mean, you think they need to score before the end of this quarter, and then their defense is going to have to come up with a huge play. But first, their offense needs to get going. First down, dangerous pass. It's intercepted. Kind of saw that coming. Carolina quarterback is really struggling right now. Let's see, there's just not enough separation there. And I mean, Seattle's defense has been very good, especially in this half so far. I mean, they've only ran 2 plays really, but gotta give credit to the Seahawks defense. They have been spectacular in this game. Very good down the field. 3-yard gain. This game is starting to get away from Carolina. All right, so 2nd and 7. That pass is complete. There's a first down, more missed tackles, and a 14-yard gain. You can just feel this game slipping away, can't you? First down, they're going to throw it this time. And he's taken down for the sack. 2nd and 16 now. Here is the throw, and what a throw it was. Going to be inches short of the first down, so it's now going to be 3rd and inches. The run up the middle, and it will depend on the spot. Let's see. No, not enough for a first down. They're going to kick a field goal to make this a 3-possession game. 27-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is good. So they're up by 3 scores now. With 5 seconds to go of the third quarter, making Carolina's job a whole lot more difficult. Carolina will, for the first time this half, not throw an interception on an offensive play. Depressing stat, but it is true as we end the third quarter. All right, we start the fourth quarter, 2nd and 2. They're going to try to run it in a short yardage situation, but there's just nothing there. It's not been Carolina's half, has it? How has it been? 3rd and 2. Incomplete. Obviously, they have to go for it with the time remaining in this game. Here's a nice throw down the field, and it's complete for a first down. And a nice 19-yard gain. Yeah, that was a pretty excellent throw by the Carolina quarterback. Able to find his receiver down the field. First down, the pass is intercepted for the 3rd time in this half. Oh my goodness. And it's for the 4th time in this game, and once again, the Seattle Seahawks come away with a huge play defensively. My goodness, this is... Feels like the score should be worse than what it actually is, but the game is starting to get a little bit ugly. Quick pass to the right side, and a 9-yard gain. So it looks like Seattle's going to improve to 1 and 2 on the season. 2nd down and inches. I mean, the NFC West is one of the better divisions, as there's a nice run. Past the 30, picking up a first down. The question is, when will he be tackled? He will be brought down at around the 18-yard line. Yeah, nice run right there. But talking about, the Seattle Seahawks are improved to 1 and 2. They're not out of it yet. Obviously, they still got very important divisional games yet to play. So, still exciting times if you're a Seahawks fan. If you're Carolina, though, can't say the same about that. No, Carolina is going to be 0 and 3 as a catch for a first down and a good move and a touchdown. And this game is a blowout. Certainly is no other way to put this other than it's a beatdown, especially in the second half. First half, very competitive. Carolina making it competitive. But it's also hard when you're trailing the game the entire game. You don't have a lot of confidence when you're trailing. You gotta, force a lot of plays. Being down 14-0 didn't help. Even though Carolina did respond after being down 14-0, it's been all Seattle in the second half. So 34-10. So Carolina, they're just gonna try to get something going offensively, get some momentum going into next week. 2nd down and inches. So we talked about the NFC South. I mean, we have not played all the games yet in that division, but Carolina is going to have a lot of catching up to do. Yeah. They're going to have to go on some run, and right now it's just not looking like that's going to happen. 4th down. Completing it for a 1st down. For Carolina, Seattle, as mentioned already, going to improve to 1 and 2. Pass completing it. And not quite enough for the 1st down. Carolina's not even going to bother calling timeouts. I think they just want this game to end, and rightfully so. And the pass is intercepted again. Oh boy. 4th interception at a half from the Carolina quarterback. It's been a half to forget for Carolina. So the Seahawks take the victory as they improve to 1 and 2 on the season. They win it 34-10 over the Carolina Panthers. Let's take a look at the score by quarter. As you can see, Seattle went up 14-0 to start, but then Carolina did respond nicely. But Carolina Panthers unable to score in the second half, being outscored 17-0 in the second half. Hope you enjoyed the game. Week 3 of the Retro Bowl will continue with more games coming up. Seahawks win 34-10.